We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air goes Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To the air again is Daniels. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Throwing again, Daniels. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Daniels gonna throw again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's third down, and they need 5. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This from 30 yards out. York's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down. To work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll look to throw. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Now they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That is Ferguson in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
The key to this play is all the pass protection. When you allow your running back to fast release and get out, you're down one pass protector, so the offensive line knows, hey, we're on our own here, and they gave the quarterback and that back enough time to get downfield and picks up a huge play.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. That is Ferguson in motion. He'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is Ferguson in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Next to fix the score, Commanders 10, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. That is Ferguson in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the air one more time. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He gets it to go. The Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. A flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. But let's check the call. To the air again is Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Daniels now on 1st down. Quick throw out wide. It is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, set. Go.
Daniels gonna throw again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Ready? Get in the end zone, fella.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Williams in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Good blocking, and he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 72
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. That is Ferguson in motion. They'll look to throw again. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Cowboys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
Go! Go! They're moving offense. 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Now a stretch play. Running right. Down the sideline, past the 45. A pickup of 14 on that ball. First down, Washington.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
First and 10.
Go!
Now Daniels. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go! Here we go! Rocco 80!
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Panther 60! Panther 60!
They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Here's Daniels. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing it right. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. Man open is Jones. He's got it. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Motioning the tight end, Jones. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Slot receiver, headed right.
Go.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Don't throw away, team.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A toss left side caught by his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
18, right here. 19, right. Check up.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
65 cat, 65 cat. Cut 19, cut 19. 70 ring.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
60 bicep. Check.
A run on first and goal. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Viking 18. Mustang 19. Tag. Go.
On first down, Daniels. Working free downfield. It is Williams. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
60 Eagles. 60. Red ball 80.
At the 49-yard line.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
19. Tiger. 19. Tiger.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniels gonna throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Commanders first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Williams in motion.
Ready.
He's got room to roam. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and a yard.
Reload, reload. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
York now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll drop to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now from the gun. He'll let one go down the middle.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the side. Tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third down and 9.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Yeah, keep them guessing off me. That's it, boys. Let's get a few yards on the play.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Third and 9. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.
All right now. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. All right now. Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they hit that door. You did it on me. Baby, it's me. Should we go up, down? You can bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. And straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'ma sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back. Deep, know me now, cause I got them big racks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young, on the corner, I had to serve. Uncle fronted me some, had to get him back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a back. Cut off the then I gave my a new coupe. Either you run it, got a New Orleans, man, that voodoo. Ain't on that now, who knew? I put the new 4Gs on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, 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 tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on both. I put in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash, just ain't snap.